Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Zareen Karthik and my department number is 21 UBC 154 and I'm here to present my group project. Our topic for the human communication assignment is effective communication in today's leaders. And the specific topic that I will be focusing on today is leadership styles that influence communication in today's world. Let's get started. So these are the different styles of leadership. I have sort of like put several of the styles into six separate baskets, and I will be explaining them one separately in the upcoming slides. So the first one is style according to the situation. The next is directive leadership style. There are goal-oriented leadership style, people-centric or employee-oriented leadership style, and leadership style according to or based on intellectual capacity and behavioral leadership style. So I will be focusing on each of them slightly in depth in the next few slides. First is according to the situation. This varies with situation. So basically, I will be giving you certain examples which are not given in the slides. The slides are only for note making purposes. So, for example, in certain situations, you would want to be more formal or strict with your employees when you're the leader if you want to get work done. And in certain situations, you can be informal and take their opinions and sort of be more democratic about the situation. So there can be, you have to uh, lead a team based on what your end goal is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Next is directive leadership style. So and one more thing, when I was doing research for these leadership styles, I came across a few words that I have put into the PPT that you could take notes on. So the first one of those words is autocratic style of leadership. This is defined as the team consists of very few members who are entrusted with specific tasks, very end goal oriented. So this is basically my wording. This is not the actual definition. I think you could Google that, but this is my own interpretation of the word. Very end goal oriented, stricter rules are followed, contains creativity, and makes the employee feel confined. So what this is it's very in this sort of style of leadership, the leader is very end goal oriented, which means he's very strict. And like I mentioned in the previous slide, there this is one of those situations where the leader should be strict about what he wants from his employees. So the employees sort of like have restricted freedom, and they usually can't think, won't be able to think out of the box, and they'll only have to do what the leader asks them to do. So there is very less space for creativity and innovations. So, and the leadership style can be compared to that of a military officer or a sports coach. It can be any sport. I just mentioned basketball here. So next is goal-oriented leadership style. Uh, this is another word that I came across. It's called pace setting. Most effective style of leadership. The leader keeps in mind the goal and pushes the team towards achieving it. Focuses on performance, sets high standards. So this is, according to many people, said to be the most effective style of leadership. That's why I added it. This is where the leader is sort of gives more uh, workload to each of the employee and like pushes them forward in order for them to achieve the end goal in a more efficient way. This that there could be more creativity in this than compared to autocratic. This goal has to be delivered the right way to his employees for better results. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, in goal-oriented leadership style, if there is not proper communication between the employer and the employees, that it will lead to miscommunication and in order lead to inefficiency. He or she must let their employees know what exactly is required from their side. Yeah, this is basically what I have explained right now. This is people-centric or employee-oriented leadership style. This is basically pretty straightforward. It's what the name suggests. This is sort of a more democratic approach to leadership. Democracy is basically what we've learned in social studies and stuff. So it is by the people, of the people, and for the people. So the leader sort of mingles with his employees and takes in their input and collaborates with them for better results. And this is also said to be one of the more like efficient forms of leadership styles, where there's a better relationship formed between the employees and the leader, according to or based on intellectual capacity. So a leader can assign different weight of workload to each of his employees based on how well they are trained to do a certain thing, and how well experienced they are. So hands off is team members are extremely well trained and professional. There is very little to no supervision. The leader uses their time more efficiently. So this is where the leader does not go in and check every 10 minutes or so, like in other situations. He trusts his employees completely because he or she thinks they are capable of handling the workload, and lets them be. And this could have its own advantages or disadvantages based on how well the leader knows his employees, and how uh, much trust is put on them. So the leader may have to communicate differently with employees based on how well they can handle complex situations. So you can't go to somebody with less experience and give them a job that could only be achieved by a person with more experience and more knowledge on a certain topic. This is the last one. Behavioral leadership style depends on the personality of the employee. There are two types: work oriented and individual oriented. This is a skill needed to maintain a positive energy at the workplace, helps build more personal connections with the employees. So this could be looked at as a more psychological way approach by the leader. The conversations that the leader has with his employees should be very person oriented, which is what I mentioned here, individual oriented. So the leader has to approach each and every individual in a separate way based on how they think and how much they know about a certain topic. This is also similar to the democratic leadership style that I had explained earlier. It helps build connections between the leader and the employee, so it leads to better workspace satisfaction. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.